Well, where are we in the year right now, 2025, which means we're not that far away from 2026, the big USA 250 celebration. And all we know is that everything from the US Mint next year is going to be special. Everything. Most of us remember the bicentennial, 1975, 1976, and they made three special coins that year, right? The quarter, the half dollar, and then the Eisenhower dollar. All special designs, first time ever with dual dates. It was a lot of fun. Many of us, I know I did, collected them when we saw them because we all felt that it was not appropriate to circulate those coins. Ha ha. But most did not know that the US Mint did make a special one coin back in 1926 for the 150th or Sesqui centennial. Well, tonight we finally accumulated enough to make this next chat a lot of fun. I love this coin. Look at the value. Look at how few of them are known, which will come out in our conversation here. And then it's just a matter of the phones being jammed pretty quick. So, special issue, 90% silver, half dollars, started in 1892 for the Columbus or World's Fair held in Chicago. And from that point, through the middle 1950s, we had 90% silver half dollars, different themes, not much unlike our modern issue coin collecting that started in 1982, and we're seeing coins every year. The Morgan and Peace coins of today are part of this special issue scenario. So in 1926, we have no Walking Liberty half dollars in circulation. The US Mint makes only two coins in the half dollar denomination field. They started making the Oregon Trail in 1926, and that went on for 8 years. But for our 150th anniversary, they made this special half dollar. Now, coin buffs, those of you that know legislation flow on U.S. coins, know this coin was a no-no. And once this coin was issued, they changed the laws, and it never happened again. And that is, up until this point, it was not common that we had people on coins, right? The first U.S. president was Lincoln on the Lincoln cent in 1909, right? But then if you go to the nickel, it was Jefferson in 38, right? Roosevelt in 46. We had Franklin in 48. We had Kennedy in 64. So up to this, it was always renditions of liberty. Well, then all of a sudden this coin is made, and what we do is we put the president, our first president, George Washington, in the foreground, and in the background we have President Coolidge, who was the president in 1926. It is the only coin ever made by the US Mint that has a living individual on the coin. But it was something special, and here you go. Now, the other thing you might think is unique is the fact that this 90% silver half dollar, of which they made only 141,120 coins. Remember the 2021 Morgan Dollar program? I mean, hard to forget, right? All 5 U.S. mints, P, D, S, O, and Carson City, right? 175,000 coins, and it sold out in 3 minutes. 5 minutes, 7 minutes, based on the 3 different release dates. But they all sold out quick. That's 175,000 from less than 5 years ago. And can you touch those coins for under 200? This is a coin for 100 years ago, basically, of which only 141,000 and change are known to exist. Just something to ponder. Now, the other unique thing about this is the designs in 1976, right? Our bicentennial, the 75, 76 dual dated coins. We have Washington on the quarter, right? We have Kennedy on the half, and then we have Eisenhower on the dollar, but the Liberty Bell was on the dollar. So the obverse design is on the quarter from this coin, right? And the reverse design of this coin is on the dollar. And the Kennedy half dollar had what? Independence Hall on the back. And that's just one of those, I wonder if they were actually paying attention to that. But the obverse is the quarter, the reverse is the dollar, yet this is the half dollar. Yeah, kind of fun. Kind of fun. We did find a couple of our competitors with this gorgeous coin. They're over 200, upwards of 249. 2 or 3 different people had them. All beautiful pieces, as you can see. The relief on these coins is a bit different. It's like a cup with the images of the president. Again, George Washington, our first, and President Coolidge at the time the coin was issued in 1926. Kind of like stand out on the bowl. So when you look around the outside edge, it looks like a weaker strike, but it's just how the coin was struck. The reverse, that beautiful Liberty Bell, stands out like no other. Tonight, not $200 to $250. It's the AVC way. We're at $129.95. Wonderful stuff, right? Now, how many of you have been looking at the Lincoln cent scenario of late, right? And will it be the last one made? We're guessing it probably is. We know next year will be special, whatever it is. Will they continue past that? They just ordered the last of the blanks, and they're not going to ever do it again. Cost savings measures, etc. Well, that has a big impact on what's going on in the Lincoln cent series right now, right? Well, wait till next year with the USA 250. And the average person is going to go to what? They're going to go to 1976, our 200th anniversary, and they're going to look at the coins that most of us remember in our childhood, or we remember because of recency, right? The little drummer boy on the quarter, Independence Hall on the $50, and then the Liberty Bell and the moon on the Eisenhower. Dual dated 1776, 1976. I'm guessing they'll do something similar next year on all the coins, but it's going to be a lot of fun to see what they do. But we have to go and circle back to point zero. Where did it all start? And for us here in this country, celebrating our independence Day goes back to this coin. Guys, give me a 1-minute clock, please. The word defender holder, that's just the name of the holder. Many of you prefer your coins in this holder. It just preserves it, keeps it nice and tight. Plus, our graphics department creates the labels, which just make it beautiful. I mean, these holders are available on the open market, $3 to $5 based upon where you purchase them, and then you can write your own information on it. We go the extra mile and just create labels for series. The label you see here, all of our vintage commemoratives are of this label type. Beautiful stuff. So again, 150th anniversary? Absolutely. 1926. No Walking Liberty $50 made that year. Just this special $50. Made only 141,000 and change. Competition's $200 to $250. And tonight, while they last anyways, we have them available. And again, remembering, it's the first and only dual president, i.e., in office, which is Coolidge, the second shot you're seeing here on the obverse. Thanks for listening, but it's time for me to be moving on.